Attention, I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania.
Hi, some of you might know me as the Queen of the Midnight Circuit. I play Frank N Furter for the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I've been doing it for 10 years. I started on April 30th, 2010, and this bitch right here did my makeup and has been by my side even since before then, but that's a whole nother video. But yeah, a lot of you have been asking for makeup tutorials for years, and I think it's about time.
I think it's about time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'll be going step by step on what I do or what we have learned through our years of having only like 20 minutes, in the back of a closet.
Or in the back of a car.
Yeah, literally on the way to the gig or to the show.
On the freeway on the 101 going south to Sins of the Flesh. And it's not screen accurate. I don't really tend to go for screen accuracy. That's just my thing. But if you want to go for screen accuracy, you can just like kind of take away a little bit from this. You don't have to like draw on like the wings and stuff. I don't know. You could just
do alternatives to each step.
You can pick pieces from this.
So basically, we've created like this clown glam rock look. And like you're saying, your inspirations, and it changes all the time. Sometimes you want to look more like 70s.
8th Street Playhouse.
Or more Kiss, dark, gothic, liner. So, yeah, we're just going to go through it, see what comes up today. Any primer will do.
Even like Jergens, like.
Just a good moisturizer. I'm just going to use a Krylon TV paint stick as his base. It's actually my highlight, so we share. We've been doing this for so long. It's like, I'll lick the brush.
And what else could they use if they don't have that?
Any foundation that you own, you can use. It doesn't have to be like a TV paint stick. It can be liquid foundation.
You don't need like, don't be intimidated by it. You don't need like a whole like drag queen like set of makeup. Like you don't need 100 brushes and 100 like things of lipstick and that. Like literally we used to have like Vaughn's bags, just like barely anything in there.
Or scraping the bottom of my mom's makeup box or on like an eye pencil.
Yeah, that works.
Lip liner. Can you bring me a cup of water?
We can share it.
I was gonna use it for the beauty sponge.
Go for it. Oh, okay. I was gonna drink that.
Sorry. The base doesn't have to match. It doesn't have to match because we're gonna go in with so much highlight to create an effect. It's gonna be all blended out.
Blend it.
This is clown makeup.
Blend. Yes.
You don't have to go too far down because we kind of like this disconnect of neck color to face color because it's gonna be so drastic. It's gonna be such a Halloween mask of makeup.
Yeah, like I go for more of like I said, like a Roxy, like 1974. If you don't know that, look up Rocky Horror Show 1974, Tim Curry, and you'll understand what I'm saying. It's very like Whatever Happened to Baby Jane almost. Like he looks a little crazy, but like I think Frank, that very much is his character. He's a mad scientist and everything, and just sweet transvestite. So
I'm gonna go with the highlight. I'm gonna use Benai Clown White. I'm gonna use a lot of it. It's gonna be heavy. This is heavy makeup.
No, like when he does my makeup, or like anytime I have the makeup on my face, any type of makeup he does, it feels like I have a Halloween mask on. Like my face is heavy. And like I've done like hundreds of shows over the past 10 years, and like it's really hard to get this makeup off my face at the end of the night. Like it stays there all night.
Yeah, don't be afraid if it looks choppy or blotchy because we're gonna go over with so much powder.
Yeah. See, that was my biggest problem in the beginning when I first tried to do my makeup. It would come out like just, like I try to make it too perfect to begin with, and then by doing that, I would just kind of like mess it up and it would all just kind of like fade away. So I learned that just dive right into it like as hard as you can and don't be intimidated because it's just makeup. You could always fix it. But yeah, you could always go back and fix stuff right here. This is just the application.
It's literally the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
I give a bigger highlight,
Mm-hmm.
especially for your face to kind of get more of a boxier frame.
Mm-hmm.
With the rule with highlighting, you start higher and then blend down. And then with shadows, you start lower and blend up.
Mm-hmm.
So we started on the very top and kept it very concentrated on top in this angle. But like I said, we're not trying to do so much feminine drag transformation makeup. We're trying to keep a masculine face, so that will come with how I'm going to contour him. I'm not going to round it out. It's going to be kind of very sharp, very angled. And then the little details with the eyes and the lips, that's where all the drag-inspired looks will come into. And I'll just highlight
The jawline.
the jawline, but not too far down to connect to the chin. Not like a chin strap. Just where the highest points would pop out. So I'm going to go into some powder now. I'm going to use Ben Nye's Super White powder. It's a lot, and I'm caking this on to keep the white.
Just on the highlight.
Just on the highlight first. Like I was doing the same technique with the foundation. I keep it very concentrated where I want it to be the whitest, and then I'll use this pulsating motion to kind of start patting out. I think that's cool is that nowadays, like it seems like a lot of people know how to do makeup, or it's like they know the basics of what we do now. What we found out is because we dove into like theater makeup and started learning the techniques that have been there for a while.
And see how good that comes out? Look.
And it looks very sharp.
It doesn't look like a chin strap, it just looks very blended because we left a space right there. And don't be afraid to get dirty, like show me your hands. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go in with the contour palette and start sculpting the face. I'm just gonna go in with a cooler shade.
It's like a toast shade, taupe. And just build it up.
The technique we picked up, I'm trying to emulate Tim Curry's very oblong, long face. So we start the contour higher to make it look very long.
Yeah, and you almost want to bring it down to the lips, but not as harsh as the lips.
Same technique, keeping most of the product concentrated.
See, look how nice that came out already.
And then with shadows, we kind of want to blend up versus what we did with the highlight with blending down from the highest point, blending up from the deepest sockets.
And then underneath, you contour too. You always contour under your chin. There has been shows where when I did my makeup, I didn't contour under my chin and my whole face just looks, it's not framed in. It just looks like my face is on a neck without like a chin sticking out. So always contour, it's a frame. See, look, compared. See, like right there, look how nice it looks. And then over here, my face looks like that.
One of the techniques that I use to achieve this sharp jawline is I like to bring the contour up and behind the ear.
Up and back.
The structure of the makeup is very masculine.
It might look very weird, like why are you putting contour on your forehead? But watch, you guys will get you'll get the grand picture.
So we're gonna go from the white it's white, the black is a black. So this will be diluted with the contrast of our makeup. This is my outline. I structured the face, and then we can start playing with some colors.
Oh wait, do you want to do this?
Oh yeah.
So this is just a little extra tip. You don't have to do this, but Tim Curry has a little right here.
A little butt chin.
Just squeeze that brush like.
Just pinch. Or you can use a detailed brush.
Okay, see, look up close. It's a little harsh, but look back here. We can also blend it a little bit more, but it's just, if you want it drastic, if you like that, keep it like that, but you could always blend it out. You could always take away.
Very nice. So the structure of the face is done. Now we can go into some colors and start playing.
Okay.
I'm just going with the red.
Look at that color.
Honestly, we go through so many colors.
Ooh.
Sometimes we use blue, purple.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. See, look, I'm coming to life. Stand alive, stand alive.
So I use some color just to blend the contour and the highlight together, bring the face, give the face some life, some color. And then I'm gonna deepen the blush with the purple.
Ooh, these cheekbones are on point.
Because purple has some blue hues in there.
I look like
cool
Tammy
tones
Brown.
to assist the contouring effect.
Yes. Like, just don't be afraid just to be outrageous and fun.
Yeah, if you see me, I'm just slapping everything on, blending away.
I'm talking about me.
I'm going back in with a hot pink. Just to bump up the saturation.
Ooh, look at that.
Of the color.
Yeah, don't be afraid of be like, oh my god, this is too much. Like, no, it needs to be a lot.
This is a freak show, a beautiful freak show.
Look at that, look at that.
For the blush, I kind of put a little bit on the forehead. So I like to go back in with some of the clown white powder and reinforce the highlights. I can use the white powder to cut the contour and to keep the blush tamed if I didn't want it as high up.
And we're gonna blend all this later. It's just cooking.
So once we get into the eyeshadow, I think we'll start with his eyebrows. We're not using your natural eyebrows because I'm going to draw eyebrows. So I kind of hide his eyebrows with eyeshadow and incorporate it into the eye look because we never have time to glue them down, or it was never
And
really
plus,
needed.
Tim Curry, his were, if you really look closely, you can see his raw eyebrows, so.
So I go in with a dark gray or black, and I just start filling in his eyebrows, and I'm going to redirect the shadow down the bridge of the nose.
Yeah, Tim Curry doesn't necessarily do this, but this is just something we kind of came up with, and honestly, I kind of live for it. Ooh.
I kind of use the socket of the new eye as a contour also for the nose to elongate it. So this is just my guide of the new eye socket. And so now I'm going to start with the eyelid. So I'm going to draw a bigger eye socket to have an appearance of a larger eye.
Don't be afraid to go big.
Let me see. I kind of use this liquid liner. Can you open really big? So I'm just drawing with the liquid liner, the new socket.
It's cold. Be very still. See, with me, I know it's not screen accurate, but I like to put, do we have glitter?
I do have glitter.
Yeah, we use blue glitter on my eyelid, you know, very floor show. Even though in the beginning of the movie he doesn't wear it, but if you look at the Roxy, he does wear blue eyeshadow, so I always go for a blue eyeshadow look just because it's fun, and it just makes everything pop more.
So I kind of just cover the whole eye with this liquid liner as the base.
And then we're gonna cover it with the blue shimmers.
You can go over the liquid with some black eyeshadow.
Ooh. And we're doing the under eyes now. You don't necessarily have to get like all the way up to what we did this time, but you could always just like kind of bring the line down if you want your eyes to appear bigger, and you can just put clown white underneath. See? You know, on the Roxy, he had the little...
I feel like that extra line underneath kind of emulates like if you had a big eyelash, you know?
Yeah, no, it's like a substitution for a bottom eyelash.
Like for instance, when I was doing the bottom eyeliner on this one, it was a little thicker, so I just went back to the other side and thickened up too. Pat the black onto the new lid that we drew on, and I kind of just smoke it out.
Hot box it. 70s style.
Let me see the other side, because then we're gonna go into some colors.
Ooh. Up here it needs to go out a little bit more. Let's see.
I like to put some color.
What color did you put?
This is purple. I kind of like to use it to smoke out the black. It's okay if it gets on the black lid, because we're going to put the blue glitter over it. It's not too drastic.
The guy that came up with Frank's makeup and did the makeup on the movie, he did David Bowie's makeup.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, we did this thing. I do this with I don't know if everybody can do that.
Make the 11s
and then look, yeah, if you squint, we place the beginning of the eyebrow right here. So he always goes, do the eyebrow thing. Yeah, you don't want like your eyebrows to be too like far apart. Like you want them like with your nose like framed. Like if you look at I'm Going Home, the scene in the movie, they're like with his nose. So just remember that. And see, like when you're up close, you're gonna be like, oh my god, there's imperfections, but look, they're already gone. But wait, look, see see, look, all the imperfections are gone. He went over it with that is like really good. That's like old Hollywood status. Yeah, he buffed it out with the eyeshadow. But anyways.
That looks good.
Ooh,
oh my god.
Living.
You're always gonna have one side of your face that looks better, you know, depending on which.
So one side doesn't look better.
What hand you use. It's never gonna be the same. But you still have to go for it.
But the thing is, which I've noticed, when Chris does my makeup, he'll tell me that exact same statement, like, it's not exactly symmetrical, and I'm like, what are you talking about? But when I do it, I'm like, this side's off, and Chris is like, what are you talking about? So it's just the artist's perception, because they're the one painting it. They'll just see like an imperfection, but to somebody that doesn't see the process of it being done, they're not gonna notice. Yeah, this makeup's gonna stay on until like you're at fucking Denny's after the show.
I'm just gonna clean up the brow, the underneath of the new brow we drew, with some of that base color, just to clean it up.
Are we filling it in?
And then we're gonna fill it in, yes.
Wait, let me show them.
See this side? There's little imperfections, streaks.
For some reason, sometimes when you do my makeup, I feel like I look like Minnie Mouse. I don't know why.
Really?
I don't know why. Like that always pops into my head. I'm like, why am I even thinking that?
That is so weird.
It reminds me of like Toontown or something.
So after I use the base color to clean up the brow, I'm using some white clown powder
Ooh.
to highlight the...
And honestly, you could even leave it like that.
Yeah, because I'm still gonna buff out some more eyeshadow underneath.
Because look, from far away, like I said, we're only a few feet away. Imagine if you're like 50 feet away or like 100 feet away. Rocky Horror is all about making memories with people. Like, some of these people, they might just go once and then never go again. And they'll remember it for the rest of their lives. It doesn't matter, like, what character you're playing or who you are. You always just gotta remember that. You're making a memory with somebody. There's always gonna be virgins in the audience, and you're gonna be their first glimpse into what a shadow cast is and what this show's all about. So you always wanna make a good impression. Pat Quinn. Ooh. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave the highlight up here. You could also darken it, and it doesn't like really take away anything, but right here it just makes everything pop more.
So I'm just gonna go in with a little detail brush with some of that clown white and just start doing the little fine detailing that helps it pop.
So oh, we're getting it wet, right? To stick it?
Yeah, I'm using it as a glue. Sometimes I'll go back and redo the lid to bump up the black.
Is she going on?
She's going on.
And you can like lick the brush to get it like a little damp so the glitter will stick to it. And like you don't want to scoop it like a shovel where it's just like caked on there. You just want to like I said, get it wet. Apply some on there where you can kind of like even hold it down and yeah. Because you don't want it to like fall down in your cheek. I've had that happen.
But luckily we still have that white powder underneath this week.
Ooh! And when you do the glitter, like stretch your eyelid out, like raise your eyebrows. Hey, look.
Some glitter. It's okay.
What, on the lips?
Yeah, I'll start with the lips. I like to give the eyes a little bit of a break before I start going back in for the cleanups and fine detailing that I do.
And you think this is dramatic? Wait until we do the lips. So these lips are crazy. Where does Frank get his makeup?
He makes it himself.
Ooh, okay, I can live with that.
He's a chemist. Hello.
What do you think it's made of?
Plasmas. Omegas. For the lips, we'll go in later with black to detail the lips, but this is just my sketching.
Because he's a sketchy bitch. Yeah, the lips are the most important part, like, once the movie, like, starts with. It's the lips of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So you want to make them super...
It might look like a little mustache in the beginning.
Yeah, John Waters.
It does, huh? That's cute.
Oh, and then like a trick this is just something I picked up over the years. Like when you're drawing your lips, kind of just like stretch your lips out like that. Like where they disappear, because there'll be times in the show where you'll just for some reason do that. And I've had my lips like drawn down here, and if you go like that, they disappear. So just do your lip, like a position of your lips where it's gonna be like the worst, and see how good that looks. So like even in the worst like position, it still looks good. And then see how it goes down, it swoops down. Yeah, you don't want to like necessarily start over here. You want to start at your natural lip. Ooh, that is like so drag queeny.
Let's see.
I hate when he does the lips because I can't talk. Yeah, see, look. We go like this and kind of bring it up a little bit. See how nice that looks? Look, it looks like my lips are like plumped on the bottom when you do that. It gives the illusion of that look. I look like Lisa Rinna. Don't I look like Lisa Rinna lips?
Let me fill it out.
So yeah, you always kind of want to swoop up a little bit.
So next I'm going to go in with some red lipstick and just to fill in all that space that I created.
You don't want to necessarily, you don't get the lipstick and like, you know, just traditionally put on. He's like dabbing it on a brush.
I'm using a lip brush to really carve out and to trace out the lip line that I created. It's okay to cover it completely because when I go over,
We put black
to really line up the lips. And then
Look how dragged this is. Look.
turn this one. Thank you. I'm literally painting like his chin with lipstick.
Ooh.
It's been a while, huh? I honestly can't remember the last time you did your makeup.
This is kind of scary.
How good it is. So at this point, since I kind of basically did the whole face, I like to brush away the excess powder and really bump up the contour and any of the color.
on the lips?
Oh yeah, I'll use that black liner again. Or I'll just line it with a black eyeshadow.
It makes it look more Frank and less Valley Girl.
I like to really keep the black concentrated in the corner of the mouths. I like to keep the black concentrated in the corner
The black
of the
turns
lips.
it from Valley Girl to back alley girl.
We want like a little bit of chola with the lip liner.
Frank is a chola. I'm sorry. I've seen cholas with that exact makeup. So we're doing the eyelashes. You could use any type of eyelashes. Typically we would get bigger ones, but these are like a Winco brand eyelashes.
I stacked 3 eyelashes together to make a thick.
You don't even
bold
need
line.
eyelashes. I'm just dramatic.
It doesn't have to go precisely onto the eyelash line. It can just be glued literally above the line on the lid itself. Since we created such a big eyelid, we can allow some space. That looks good.
And you just have to kind of like ignore the fact that it looks like something's like this over your eyes, like when you look out. But they look good, so. Ew. And where's the little black dot eyeliner?
Oh, that's right here.
I want to do something.
Yeah.
My finishing touch. I always put a little beauty mark, even though he doesn't have one, but very Marlena Dietrich. So you could do it on either side. Right here. Think that's good?
Yeah.
Just a little dot.
That looks really good.
Okay, we'll get the wig on. And I got the wig on, my pearls, and I'm gonna get dressed and take some pictures. And one last thing. So you should always seal your makeup afterwards. Most people will use like an expensive ass like fucking makeup sealer, but this is what we use. And then keep your eyes closed for a while, guys.
And he was holding his breath the whole time, so he doesn't inhale whatever excess alcohol that's like evaporating from the hairspray.
Okay. thank you for watching, and we'll show you how I look in a costume and all that jazz.
Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. You can message me on Instagram at Mercury528.
And then my Instagram is Queen of the Midnight Circuit. Yes. Yep, like I said, we'll show you the pictures. Thank you.
Bye.
Mm.